Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's get down to business now. We've all had a break. I'm about to introduce you to a very articulate, educated, hard-working young lady.
Thank you.
I first met Thomas Mace Archer Mills, a royal historian, almost, must be all of 2 years now. At the time, Thomas was, and still is, Thomas and Dame Mervyn Redding were involved in a really, what I consider to be a really amazing project. It's a magazine on a similar basis as anybody, well, you've obviously seen the Vogue magazine, how well it's presented, really thick and glossy. And this magazine is based really on the royal family and royal families across the world. And at this current moment, I believe Thomas is in America, doing a bit of marketing and visiting various other aspects of royalties. So I was asked to get involved in this project, and I grabbed it with both hands. It's been an uphill struggle, but we're finally there. It was all about finance, as these things usually are. I'm pleased to say we're almost there. We're almost there with the magazine, and we're going to exhibit. Thomas, who's the expert in all this, will exhibit oil paintings and various different aspects of royal life that many of us have probably only ever heard about. I'll leave Dame Mervyn Redding to tell you the rest of the story, ladies and gentlemen. Dame Mervyn Redding. Yes, you will. Yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2. Microphone, please, guys.
1, 2. Ah. Works for me. Good afternoon. First of all, hold the mic up. Oh, yeah, I forget this. I always do that. Firstly, apologies from Thomas. We came back from Serbia yesterday, where we were with the royal family of Serbia. And he had to go straight to America. So the idea was that he'd do a Skype from America. But I finally managed to get through to him on WhatsApp. And with the miracle of electronics, he is now awake. But they are something like 5 hours difference. And so it's very difficult. He's not the brightest button first thing in the morning, and as he's very jet-lagged, I don't think he's going to come through. I've sent a message to say, will you come? Will you be able to do it? I don't think he will, given he's only just woken. But I'm at the stand-in, and I'm Secretary-General for the British Monarchist Society. Our aim in the British Monarchist Society, Thomas set it going in... it had an idea for many years, but it was 2012 when we finally got it going. I met him, of all places, at Buckingham Palace, where I was looking at some paintings, and he said, "Are you busy?" And I said, "Well, not particularly." And there I was in the British Monarchist Society. We subsequently met Winston and Marianne, and got on together very well, and we've worked together since then on a number of projects. It's interesting that the British Monarchist Society does exactly what it says on the cover. We support the monarchy, we have a very good website, and we encourage people to join us all over the world. We are international. A lot of Americans who would very much like our Queen, but we won't let her go. that sort of thing. So we've got friends all over the world who are also monarchists. Coming out of the British Monarchist Society, which I won't say very much about, but Thomas is an expert on history. He's an historian, and his knowledge of all royal families is quite incredible. He's, I won't say how old he is, but he's in his 30s, and I'm in my 80th year, but amazingly enough, we get on extremely well. So we work well together. So there's a lot more you can see on the website if you want to learn more about the monarchy. But the one thing that we've now started, and we're in it with Winston and Marianne, is the Crown and Country magazine. Now, the Crown and Country magazine, which I gave you a quick flash of, is a high quality magazine, and we're into education in the BMS and Crown and Country, because there are so many mistakes and misunderstandings about the royal family and the royal families and what they do and why they're there, etc., and what happens to the money and all those. So the magazine puts right educationally the information that is incorrect, like we all pay for the Queen. We don't. She earns her money from her own estate, and then she pays taxes, and she pays half of what she earns into the political finances for the government. So about the magazine, it is very readable, I have to say that. I know I'm somewhat biased, but the photographs in it are beautiful. It takes on a very readable document. You don't even know you're reading about history. You're reading about the Queen, her family, previous families, and in some cases overseas. We've even got a couple of articles. One was on the Garrison Sergeant Major, who was just leaving and retiring. So we've got an interview with him, and also alongside of that is an interview with the new Garrison Sergeant Major. So it becomes very readable. It will be out within 2 months. We're just waiting for the final side and for the printers to do their bit of presentations, and then it will be available worldwide. No, I tell a lie. It isn't worldwide. It is Canada, America, Australia, New Zealand, and one or two other of the small Commonwealth countries. So and of course the United Kingdom. So it will be very widespread, and we hope, and I'm absolutely certain that it will become bigger and bigger in terms of there'll be 2 editions a year. Maybe there'll be more later. So having said all that, I will try and answer any questions that you may have, but I leave that entirely up to you. Are there any questions that I may be able to answer? Oh, good. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you.